4,000 officers, the city of Tshwane Metro Police Department is the largest in the country. Despite this enormous human resource, there has been no return on this investment. Police visibility and bylaw enforcement are at their lowest. The city's dire financial status, which saw a decline in the Metro's police's fleet, has now forced officers to improvise.
They know very well that they don't have vehicles, but they allow the members to work outside with their own vehicles. And they are not paying them for utilizing their own vehicles. For an example, go out like you are going to Joburg. When you go to approaching Koshimamburu, you will find Metro Police officers standing there with their own vehicles. Management is aware that because they lack resources, they are allowing these officers to use their own vehicles. And it's very much dangerous also because it's not safe to use your own vehicle. How are members of the public going to take us serious if we are using our own vehicles and they are unmarked?
Last week, 2 officers were arrested in Diepsloot while operating using their private vehicle and outside their jurisdiction. 7 others are being investigated for using illegal breathalyzers in 2 separate incidents over the past long weekend. And now motorists are urged to request appointment cards when being stopped.
The city knows very well that they don't even have the machine to do those cards. So it is dangerous to members of the department to go outside and execute duties because the majority of them, they don't have the appointment cards. Some of them, they don't even have the firearms. But it's not, let me say, with regard to firearms, you find that there are no firearm permits. There are no firearms, there are no ammunitions. It's difficult for Metro Police to go outside without those resources.
Although he conceded the department is dysfunctional, Executive Mayor Cilliers Brink believes the lack of resources shouldn't impede officers from executing their duties.
Of course it's a concern that TMPD don't have perfect resources, but let's be honest. If we have to wait until everybody's got a car, everybody's got perfect resources, then we won't function. Or then we must say, let's stop doing Metro Police, which we can't do. We've got to cope and we've got to service the public amidst conditions that aren't perfect, amidst resources that aren't there. And to say because people have to use their own cars, that opens them to acts of bribery, I think is completely inappropriate.
Brinks says it's unacceptable that the city has convicted criminals in its employ who are tasked with protecting the public.
People who have been convicted for violent crimes, who have not disclosed that fact, cannot serve in uniform. And whether you do suspensions or whether you do desk duty, that has to happen. Because beyond any collective agreement, we've got an agreement with the public that we won't deploy criminals to do the work of police.
The city says it plans to restore command and control through the filling of crucial positions.